Okay, we are now ready to get started on classifying sentences with pronouns. So let's start with sentence number 1. During the icy winter storm, they huddled around the warm fireplace. Subject question is, who huddled around the warm fireplace? Answer is they, but we are going to label this a subject pronoun, SP, because they is a pronoun, not a noun. What is being said about they? They huddled, verb. Around, preposition. Around what? Fireplace, object of the preposition. What kind of fireplace? Warm, adjective. The article, adjective. Come to storm, it's kind of difficult to find a question that storm is the answer to. So that is a really good clue that we're probably dealing with a prepositional phrase. And lo and behold, if you go back to the very beginning of the sentence, we have during is a preposition. During what? Storm, object of the preposition. What kind of storm? Winter, adjective. What kind of storm? Icy, adjective. The article, adjective. Subject noun, verb, pattern 1, check. We're checking for prepositional phrases, so we have during the icy winter storm, prepositional phrase, around the warm fireplace, prepositional phrase, period, statement, declarative sentence. Go back to your verb, separate your complete subject from your complete predicate. Is there an adverb exception? No. Natural or inverted order? This would be inverted order because our very first words are prepositional phrases, and so we underline the entire prepositional phrase twice. Okay, so in that sentence we learned that if our subject is a pronoun, we're going to label it SP instead of SN, but you notice that our pattern sentence over here is still subject noun verb. It's still the same pattern even though we're dealing with the pronoun. Okay, in sentence number 2, what we're going to do is we are going to learn how to classify an imperative sentence. So this is asking you to recall what we learned at the very beginning of the year, the 4 types of sentences: declarative, exclamatory, and now we're going to learn the imperative sentence. And what you need to know about the imperative sentence is that the subject is always you, but it's never stated. And so what we call that is the understood you subject. And so this is how you classify an imperative sentence. So the sentence reads, walk carefully through the yard at night. Who walk carefully through the yard at night? And because this is imperative, it's always you. And so what we do is way over here above our line, we're just going to write you in parentheses. The parentheses says that it's not written, but it is understood that you is the pronoun. What is being said about you? You walk, verb. Walk how? Carefully, adverb. Through, preposition. Through what? Yard, object of the preposition. At, preposition. At what? Night, object of the preposition. The article, adjective. Subject, noun, verb, pattern 1, check. We're checking for prepositional phrases. So we have through the yard, prepositional phrase. At night, prepositional phrase. Period, gives a command. Imperative sentence. You know, we get in such habits of writing declarative sentences, but you have to be careful. This is an imperative sentence. We're going to go back to the verb, which is yes at the very beginning of the sentence. But we're going to draw our line anyway, and we're going to underline our predicate twice. And that is the way you classify an imperative sentence. So let's go on to sentence number 3. We waved eagerly to our friends from our kitchen window. Who wave eagerly to our friends from our kitchen window? We, subject, pronoun. What is being said about we? We waved, verb. Waved how? Eagerly, adverb. To, preposition. To what? Friends, object of the preposition. Keep going towards the period. From, preposition. From what? Window, object of the preposition. What kind of window? Kitchen, adjective. Now we come to the word our, and if you recall from the video that you just watched, our answers the question whose. Whose window? Our window. Possessive, pronoun, adjective. And notice that while I wrote 3 letters, I said the entire phrase. And again, we're going to say whose friends? Our friends. And we're going to say possessive, pronoun, adjective, even though we label it PPA. Subject, noun, verb, pattern 1, check. Again, we're checking for prepositional phrases. To our friends, prepositional phrase. From our kitchen window, prepositional phrase. Period, statement, declarative sentence. Go back to the verb. Separate the complete subject from the complete predicate. Is there an adverb exception? No. Natural or inverted order? This would be natural, and there is no change. And we have one more sentence that we're going to do, and this just kind of includes everything that you've learned so far, just about. So we have, my neighbor's baby brother cried during the night for his bottle of milk. Who cried during the night for his bottle of milk? Brother. Subject, noun. What is being said about brother? Brother cried. Verb. During, preposition. During what? Night. Object of the preposition. For, preposition. For what? Bottle. Object of the preposition. Of, preposition. Of what? Milk. Object of the preposition. Go backwards. Whose bottle? His. Possessive, pronoun, adjective. Keep going backwards. The, article, adjective. What kind of brother? Baby, adjective. Whose brother? Neighbor's. And notice it ends in apostrophe S, so this is a possessive, noun, adjective. Whose neighbor? My, possessive, pronoun, adjective. Subject, noun, verb, pattern 1, check. Again, we're checking for prepositional phrases. During the night, prepositional phrase. For his bottle, prepositional phrase. Of milk, prepositional phrase. Period, statement, declarative sentence. Go back to the verb. Separate the complete subject from the complete predicate. Is there an adverb exception? No. Natural or inverted order? Natural, no change. Now there is a lot of information to learn here, but you have it all on video. So if you need to review the PPA and the PNA, go back and review that video. If you have trouble with the worksheet that you were supposed to do for homework, re-watch this video. There is everything you need in the video to complete that worksheet, and I will see you in class, next class period.